pages 183 to 184. And we're back in Doc's lab garage. In the movie, Doc shows Marty the model he's quickly built of the town, and there's the nice character moment where Doc sincerely apologizes for its crudity and scale and how it's unpainted, even though what the heck, the dude just whipped together a mini hill valley. In the book, Doc's spent hours and hours working on it, and he's so proud of it that he's planning to save it till Christmas. Then he's gonna put plants in it, I guess.
The candles masquerading as lamp posts were the nicest touch, Doc Brown thought, moving several steps backwards to admire his work. Very good, he murmured, smiling. Maybe I'll keep it up until Christmas and use it as a garden. He had spent most of the afternoon planning and constructing his own replica of Hill Valley's town square.
And I feel like the writing that deserves at least a few tiny props, because rather than just saying we are back in Doc's lab, Gipe at least let us puzzle things out for a bit before doing the reveal. That's something. Marty shows up and Doc's greeting to him is a dickweedish.
Good. Now I can explain this to you.
But don't get mad at me for saying dickweedish, because in the book everyone starts cursing a lot too.
So what was the final outcome of the run-in? Doc asked. The four guys ended up in a pile of shit. I have to admit, I handled myself and them pretty well. Of course, you have 30 years of advanced technology to draw from, Doc Brown rejoined. Marty snorted. Just pulling your leg, Doc smiled. Step over here and take a look at this. Sure. What the hell is it? It's my own clever as hell method of getting you back to 1985.
Doc runs through the plan. Drive a car past the clock tower just as lightning strikes, which runs down a cable we set up across the street, which gets channeled into the flux capacitor via a metal hook that will be making contact with the wire at just that moment. And tries to show Marty with a model car, and like in the movie, the car catches on fire as Doc electrocutes it. But instead of the great reaction face, Doc calmly grabs the fire extinguisher and
has the blaze under control in less than a minute.
Oh well, no Doc Brown rage comic faces for us in this timeline. Marty sasses Doc for his sucky demonstration.
Why don't we just set fire to me now instead of going to all that trouble?
Doc shrugs and says it's just a demonstration. Obviously things will be different in real life. It should work. Marty questions the use of the word should and Doc kinda tears into him. Well, how can I guarantee you this will work? It's a scientific experiment. He then goes on to list things that could go wrong, including
a cop car cuts Marty off. That beautifully engineered C.R breaks down during the run. Marty misses the hook. An old lady out wandering the streets at 10:04 p.m. steps in front of the car.
Seriously.
Lightning strikes early or late. The newspapers got the time wrong.
And that last point actually raises kind of a big issue. We're told that lightning struck at exactly 10:04 p.m., and the characters know this because that's when the hands on the clock froze. But the clock tower wasn't built with a second hand. For all we know, lightning strikes at 10:04 p.m. and 35 seconds, which is a concern any plan Doc and Marty have that relies on split-second timing. So having Doc draw attention to the idea that the time could be off, without offering a solution to this obvious plot hole all the characters seem to be deliberately overlooking, is a super weird choice. I guess it's that to build a kind of crappy suspense, because we'll all be wondering if this whole plan is stupid until the end. All that aside, this page does end on an awesome note.
There was a knock at the door. Doc Brown and Marty exchanged anxious glances. Biff, Marty said. Somehow he got out of the shit and followed me.
And I love the somehow the, like it's inconceivable to book Marty that once someone is sitting in a pile of shit they would not try brainstorm some escape out of it. Also, we future people talk about trying to get out of shit all the time, that is, my roommate is so lazy. He's always trying to get out of shit like doing the dishes, that to me the phrase "get out of the shit" here is hilarious because it's 100% true.